or sculpture and ceramics. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna close this. So everybody got that, or it's on the board? Okay, so I'm also gonna show Art 1, third block. Okay, just because I'm not gonna be here. Okay, I don't know who's gonna be covering. So this is Art 1, third block's code. So I'm gonna write that on the board real quick. You guys, that's not apply. I hope this isn't confusing. Is this confusing? You guys don't worry about that code. Okay. All right. I will get out of that. So everyone needs to really pay attention to Google Classroom because it's really kind of like the backbone of the class. Everything in this class is going to be posted on Google Classroom. Do y'all understand? I'm not going to teach with Google Classroom. It's just going to be kind of like your, it's where everything is. It helps keep me organized. Do y'all understand? All right. So let me show you your classroom syllabus. So also on this syllabus is your classroom codes, okay? Okay. And it has the information regarding the course, okay? So, so first, make sure you're in the right class. So I did meet someone that was transferring from another school. So make sure you haven't taken art before. So if it was online or if it was from another school, because you definitely can't get double Art 1 credits, okay? All right, are there any prerequisites for Art 1? No, there's no prerequisites for Art 1. So we focused on the fundamentals in this class. So this is just a beginning level class. Some of you have come here from a school and you've taken art all through middle school. Some of you haven't had art since elementary, and some of you may not have remembered anything about art, right? How many of you remember art recently? Or you took art in middle school? Okay. How many of you don't remember anything and you can't remember your last art class? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to teach you all that I know, all this passion that I have inside of me about art. Okay, I'm going to drive you crazy. I'm kind of like that crazy art lady, you know, versus the crazy cat lady. Anyway, so we are going to learn the vocabulary of art, the elements of art, principles of design, until you're sick of it. We're going to explore dry medium. Do you guys know what the word medium means? Or media? Okay. We're going to look at pencils, the range of pencil, the hardness and softness of a pencil. Whenever we talk about 6B or 6H, okay, what does the H stand for in a pencil? Okay, that's how hard the pencil is. That means it's lighter, and the B means it's black or darker, okay? So the more clay it has or the less clay it has. Do you guys understand? Okay, and then we're going to talk about charcoal, pastels. These are all dry mediums. All right, that'll be our first focus. Then we're going to move into pen and ink, and we're going to explore quill pens. Okay, these are pens that have nibs, and we're going to use ink. We're going to do some washes with ink, okay, and then we'll get into watercolor paints, then acrylic paints, and then mixed media, collage. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff so that whenever you leave here, if you want to take Art 2, you can jump right into what we do with Art 2, which is design and art, okay, along with history. All right? So we'll dabble in art history in Art 1. But by the time you leave, you'll know all about all these different materials, and you'll get into some clay, okay, a little bit of clay, but you'll know all about different materials and different things to use to make art, okay? So touch on everything. All right, so, all right. All right, so what do you need for this class? I haven't said in the past that you needed a sketchbook, but I'd really like for you to have a binder or a 3-ring binder or a sketchbook for this class, okay? The reason why is it's a good way for you to keep up with little things that we do in here. You can glue it in your book, or you can keep it in your binder or a folder. I have plenty of paper, so if you don't want to get a sketchbook, you don't have to. But I'd really like, do you guys think that a sketchbook's important, like maybe keep up with your stuff or plan ideas? Yeah. So these are guys that were in my class in the past. Okay, so I think it's important to get one. They're not terribly expensive, right? They're not bad. Yeah. And I have a ton of materials, so don't I? Right. Yeah. Right. So you can always use my stuff, right? I mean, I'm pretty generous with stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. So the one thing that I really do not like is mechanical pencils. That's kind of like my thing. I hate mechanical pencils. I need a sign on my door that says no mechanical pencils. The reason why don't I like mechanical pencils? They break easily. What else do they do to paper? They scratch into your paper when you're drawing with them. So when you try to erase it, you see the carving of whatever you drew in the paper. Y'all notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. So, yeah, so if you ever make a mistake, you see that scratch in your paper. So if you have a regular pencil, and whenever I show you how to draw, when you hold it to the side whenever you're drawing, versus holding it like you're going to carve into the paper, and then you erase, then, you know, you're not going to get that gouged in carving in your paper.
You're not going to get the perfect shape.
Right. You don't have to have a perfect shape. Right. Nobody's asking for a printed shape from a machine or computer. Okay, so bring a pencil in. We do use color pencils in this class, or this Art 1 class, for a little while, especially when we do our aesthetic project. We'll be using really nice color pencils. I've gotten generous donations. I have 2 boxes of Prismacolor pencils, like the big box. So if you really love art and you really want your own set of Prismacolor pencils, like a 12 or 24 pack, I suggest the Prismacolor pencils because they're a soft core. The Crayola color pencils are harder, okay? So they're more for like details. I really would suggest everyone get their own handheld pencil sharpener. I have a manual pencil sharpener over there. That's the only one I have, other than the few remaining handheld pencil sharpeners that haven't grown legs and walked away. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, they always seem to do that.
They do tend to do that.
Like you're looking at it.
They do.
And they're like, well, she's not paying attention. I'm going to get off.
Yeah. Or they fall on the floor and they get swept away. You know?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, Sparta time. Let me move.
You need some help with this?
No. I'm always adjusting things, which is fine. I'm going to move this information because it's the same from Art 2.
You're struggling, aren't you?
No, I'm not struggling.
A little bit, maybe.
No. Maybe a little.
What's your favorite kind of art?
What's my favorite?
Yeah.
Probably abstract expressionism. So if you look up there above the door, those two doors by the sink, that has that big water stain on it, that's Jackson Pollock. So Jackson Pollock was part of the 1950s abstract expressionism movement, along with, what's his name? De Kooning. But they were part of a group of artists that really believed in expressing like their feelings and kind of emotions. So Jackson Pollock, if you've ever seen one of his pieces, it's like it just
Would you
moves.
ever do your own?
Yeah, so they're not amazing, but that chicken over there and that bird is mine. And then
It's a good bird, I can tell you that.
thank you.
It's a bird, it's not a chicken, it's actually a rooster.
Yeah, yep.